welcome to the second semi-final of the AIFF Futsal Club Championship as the Professional Sports Academy takes Southcastle United at the SAG Sports Arena here in Gujarat. Home state, of course, of a Progressive Sports Academy. As we take aggressive SA lineup, they'll start with Ozin Silva, very experienced. In between the sticks, there's Aman, there's Puya, there's Chetan, and of course Nikhil Mali, who needs no introduction. One of the top futsal players in the country for years. The other side, there's Abhishek with Narendra Mali, who's been in good form. There's the Kyogit and Nikhil Ayappa, along with V. Surendra Prasad as well. Match officials for today, it is referee 1 and 2, Paritosh Vats and Khalil. Third referee Vinod Kumar, and time Divyesh Rajneesh. So the skippers will come in. Quite a few people in the crowd watching on. Nikhil Mali leading Decisive Sports. Yogi Ten, the skipper of Southcastle. And Southcastle United hailing from Karnataka, making the way down here and looking to go to Progressive Sports Academy, who have been one of the teams in form. That sixth semi-final one we had, Lagnoam Futsal Club beating Hunters by 10 goals to 4, which means we will have a win this season. Goal Hunters did really well last season to win that crown. To go back to back to be the first team to so in the Futsal Club Championship, able to time for Progressive Academy Southcastle United to face off against each other and see who can book a spot in the final. There's Ozin Silva, who's also scored in the past as a goalkeeper, so watch out for him. And here we go. We kick off the second semi-final in the AIFF Club Championship. 20 minutes a half, which seems like a short amount of time, but side in futsal formats, in small-sided games, it is a lot of time. First 5 minutes for Southcastle United, very fruitful, 4 goals and just the one conceded. Then the yellow strip, maroon for Progressive Sports. Would like to progress the play, of course. Nikhil Mali already 9, and in the first 5 scored 3 goals and conceded none. They started off with the 5 versus Goal Hunters. That was the group games, 2 strong sides. Then Progressive beat Minerva Academy 10-3, also previous champions. Then they beat Milat FC 10-1, and in the quarterfinals they beat Build Up Sports 11-2. So already so many goals scored for the Progressive side. That's a lovely turn. Stuck in it there. There's Chetan. Southcastle, however, to be released a little early from Narendra. They've given the away possession. This will be a chance for Southcastle to block from Ali. Lost possession there. And then South Castle was basically in the group. They beat City 11-6. Then they lost to Young Hearts 2. Young Hearts and South Castle going through. That's nice. The side in yellow looks to square it. Good save from the keeper. And a really good start from the side from the south. But now, Progressive had a chance to get their first shot away. Not able to. They have a corner. And lovely to see the kids watching on. One of them has a football there as well. It's a fantastic experience to just watch these games, whether it be on the India YouTube channel where it's being live streamed, of course, or if you can make your way down to the stadium, then why not? It's such an interesting format. It's futsal, and it's very ball sticks to your feet. It's a little heavy if you would like. Hollow ball, which makes ball control a little easier. But that being said, the ball, when it's hit, because it's heavier, it's not that easy to generate a bit of power. Plus, you don't have too much space to shoot the ball. So, Nikhil Mali of players who do shoot, nobody better in the business. But right now, he has been overtaken. So, you've got from Build Up Sports, who scored. Then you've got Puya, who has got 10 goals. Mohan Sangha from Corbett and Ruat Sangha, both of them getting 10. Remruata also with 9. That's a wonderful move. And Nikhil Mali, I thought he was going to put that into the back of the net. But a wonderful piece of defending just to put him off. He's got 9 goals as well, so he's amongst that list in feature. Nice open play from both of this one. What a final we expected it to be. Semi-final 1. There's another chance that should have been put away slightly for Vincent on that occasion, on Narendra. Another good ball too, keeper as well, Abhishek Ramesh. But I have to say, when you've got a side like Progressive Sports up against you, if you get early, you've got to take them. If you're South United, saw that yesterday. I came between young Hearts didn't take their chances early on, and then, well, 20 goals is what they eventually. Seeing that the scoreline might have been a little different, but you never know. Futsal is a funny game. First goals are so important. Hit over the top. Then Silva does well. Plays it out towards Puya. Poke it through, doesn't really work out. That's a wonderful piece of work there. Might fall towards Nikhil Mali. No, it doesn't. Slightly slippery also. And smashed away by the keeper. Can't be taking those chances. Might as well just put it away for a corner. There's the coach, Vivek Ishwaran. And Veerababu Sivaneni is the coach for Progressive Sports. It would have been a well-worked corner had it worked out, but it just didn't. Just taking their time here, South Castle, trying to build up. That's a decent ball across the area, but now Nikhil Mali on the counter-attack can take it forward for Progressive Sports. So he had a chance to play it towards Puya on the right-hand side, decided not to. Now a bit of an overlapping run on the right-hand side, uses it as a decoy, doesn't really work. And now 2-on-1 for Progressive, plays it through, chance for Chetu, gets saved from the keeper. And on the rebound, it's Nikhil Mali. Not even 5 minutes in, he gets another in the Futsal Club Championship. And if you don't stop them early, they will make you pay. And who better than Nikhil Mali? This Futsal Club Championship has been his playground for the last few seasons. Taking home the most valuable player as well in the first one. And that's his 10th in the span of 5 matches in this competition. Played for Delhi FC in that first edition, scored 24 goals. Got the top goal scorer, got the best player. And the next year, of course, again, 25 goals. So he scored almost 50 goals in 2 editions. Got best players back to back. Won it for Delhi FC, then Minerva Academy. Here's Nikhil once again. This time he doesn't get a hold of it. And speaking of best players and best goalkeepers, Ozan Silva got the best goalkeeper award in the 3rd edition, which is the 23-24 one, which was played in Vadodara. That time it was Corbett FC which won. Golazo FC were runners up. There was a slight challenge there. Here's an opportunity once again. Lovely 1-2. Shot is taken. Hits the post rather than the back of the net. That was a good chance for Chetan. Should have actually put it through. Should have finished it off. And coming back to that 3rd season, Nikhil Mali was out through injury. That's why he didn't feature. And of course, he came back the next season and he made sure. 16 goals again for Bhawanipur, where they won runners up. So he's played 3-4. This would out of 5 if he gets through. But if a lot of his team are playing from Bhawanipur FC are now playing for Langnam, so it's not going to be easy for sure. Back to this game though. Here comes South Castle. Chance to shoot, not taken. Off really well here. South Castle is just a question of getting that goal. That was a love from Sean D'Souza. The ball towards the right hand side. You're never going to score from there. Not against Ozan. Says he makes a mistake. So with that 10 goals season, Nikhil Mali has now gone 75 goals in 4 club championships. So I think he'll be going towards that mark. What a feat that will be. Can't lose a possession here, Yogit. If you lose possession in the midfield, that is where most of the goals are conceded from. 3-on-2 situation here. Holds it up a bit there. Does Gaurav. Now shots taken. Well claimed by. Here's Yogit. I'm sure Tlang Noam will be watching on. That is going to be their opponent. And that side of the table, so that side of the bracket was all tougher because of goal holders and Noam were facing each other. Not to take anything away from the other team. Such a high octane side. It was pretty close. I was watching it in the afternoon. It was 4-3 at one point, but then winning 10-4. Looking to open up a bit of space is Gino, who scored 4 in that first versus Ganganagar City, which they won 11-6. And pass it back to the keeper here, which means it'll one spell of play. You can only pass it back to the goalkeeper once. And they've given possession away here. Half progressive. But then one back by Aman Shah, who was the one to possession. Now he forward on the right hand side, cuts inside onto his left foot. Aman keeps going. He's gone too far out. Might get the ball. And he knows. So he looks at the heavens that he just overran it. And take a look at the fan prediction. They have given no chance to Southcastle United. 100% think that it's going to be progressive SA, and here could be number 2. It is number 2. Sean D'Souza sets it up for Gaurav. And all we've go out for the celebration. Kilvanali in the 4th minute, Gaurav in the 9th. Pickings right now for Progressive Sports Academy. Another maroon ball. Lovely ball again. Couldn't be finished this time from Puya. He's also got a few goals himself. Some exhilarating matches we've seen this season. Not easy to see draws. That'll be a foul. A pull back there. Not often that you see draws. Not often that you see clean sheets as well. None of these teams have kept a clean sheet yet. Progressive would like to do that today. Castle will have ideas though. Shot is taken and it's the goalkeeper. Abhishek comes up and courtesy of that pass from Jinu Sosai. Ramesh. So that's the end. Clean sheet hopes for Ozen Silva. He might want back. He might want to score one. Abhishek Ramesh. That's a good takedown. Abhishek will have to try and stop this one here. Sean, good touch. Chance to shoot again. Off the line. Quite animated Vicky, his team manager. Here's the shoe. Takes a shot himself. Goes for the flick here. This isn't really connected first match up of the competition. And on Sunday final, it should be the 20th match. Slightly less in this year's competition, but of course, high standard of futsal, as you would always imagine. Leave it alone there. Dishu takes it. Chance for Puya now. Sets it up for Shaw. Save from Abhishek. Could have easily been number 3. And Sean actually had a chance to just put it either side of Abhishek, but hit it slightly closer to him. Now another save from Abhishek again. Not sure what the issue is. Just a bit of a hold up here. Similar sort of routine, I think they'll basically of it here. Post needs to be shifted back. All good. I think the South players. Decent attempt there to turn. Not much space for Divakara. Nikhil Mali over the top. Will be another corner. Chetan might take it. You never know. Plays it towards Nick. Losing their footing a bit. Like if there is a bit of sweat on the surface, that's where it becomes a little slippery. That's why you do have where they are wiped. That's a nice move. The ball just gets away from you sometimes on this surface. You know, it's a very tough hold on to possession. Nice dink around the corner. That's given away. Nikhil might get there, but Abhishek came slide tackle, which is allowed in futsal. That's a nice move. It's got a touch off the keeper. Again, Chet had the opportunity to square it. Wasn't you though. It needs to play again, left alone. Won't go towards Nikhil Mali, but now Ozan Silva will get there first. Just plays it away. Doesn't take any chances. And vote for your club in that link on the Indian Football channel. There's Abhishek. Shot. Nikhil Mali puts his body in between and just means you've got to close up that pass or that shot a little quick. Here's Yogi. It goes all the way backwards. Abhishek has a right if he wants, and on the left. He can't get the ball back here. Now he can. from South Castle. They do well. Ball played through. Oh, there was a chance to shoot. And now there's an opportunity for Progressive Sports. Oh, and Ramesh will go forward himself. And he won't get the ball back. There was a grand opportunity to shoot. Needed to be slightly better there from South. Long ball is played. Tries to flick it over the top there. Almost worked. That's an interesting ploy. If you can perfect it. And you're going to take a timeout now, South Castle. I don't think it's a bad time, actually. Good defensive work from Nikhil. And timeout. Minutes to go. South Castle have called this timeout. First, you see goals. It's not been a very high-scoring encounter, but South are doing better than a lot of people would have expected. Give them credit for it. They're moving nicely. They're moving pretty quickly. Off the ball. Ball possession is more towards Progressive with 76%, but that doesn't. It's just 2-1. That was very important because it's such a fast-paced game. It just gives you a bit of a breather and gives you a bit of a to certain tactics. Here's the shot himself. That's a goal, but they're not ready. I'm sure the whistle went right. I think the other referee, very, very fortunate because the referees in a futsal game, not just the one like a normal football game. So the other referee on this side knew that Ramesh wasn't ready, so that saved him. And now it's given away. Nikhil Mali from his own half. It was worth a try. Chetan wanted the ball, but by that time, Sheikh would have made his way back. I think Nikhil's try was definitely worth it. Now, Paul, this is good rotation from South Castle. That shot doesn't work out. Here's Aman. Possession lost, chance to shoot. Deflection could have taken it anywhere. Slightly from the back. South Castle, Ports. There's Abhishek Ramesh again. Playing like that fifth outfielder. Chance to cross it into the area. Ozin Silva could go himself. Ozin Silva almost goes. Spins away from the goal. What a chance. And Ramesh asking, would that have been allowed? It wasn't a restart from the back. It was a game, so I think it would have been allowed. That's what he was asking. 1-2. Good pass there from Dev. Just went away from him. Plays it through. Couldn't get it back here from Aman. into the danger area. That's a poor touch. I'm saying that's clear, which is a very antsy as well in the dugout. This is a very important phase. 5 minutes. If gets one, I think it could be game over. But if Futsal concede in these 5 minutes into the second half, then they are in with a good chance. Aman dinks it. Ramesh and decides to stay within his D. As Surendra Prasad a hat trick in that first game. Abhishek. In the opposing half, you can play to the keeper without that. And a rule which is designed to enforce attacking football. If you keep passing it back to your keeper multiple times when he's in his own D, problem, because then it's a defensive play. Defensive in the opposing half, given away by Nikhil Mali, but he was able to get back there. But here's an opportunity on one situation, and it's saved by Ozin. I thought that was in. And now on the other hand, chance to shoot by Abhishek. Aman Shah had the opportunity inside, but before that it was Diva who should have actually great save by Ozin. Still, both was actually 4 minutes to play. What of this has been? Ramesh plays it wide. Great touch, and now the reverse ball didn't work out. Opportunity again. Abhishek Ramesh just is it away. He has chances. He's such an important player to this side. He plays as a and as a last man, ball playing goalkeeper. We speak about ball playing centre backs in 11-a-side football. We've got goalkeepers. That's a poor touch given away there by Puya. Nicely one back there by Gino. By Surendra. And now it's time for Progressive Sports Academy to call a timeout of their cause. They think too well themselves. Momentum more than anything else. 0.35. They want to take the lead into the second half. Do Progressive Sports. It's just about tight defense. As we take a look at the tops now, I would say that has to be updated because Nikhil Mali has hit 10. That's the time before we do the half-time break. It's taking a lot of time to restart here. Progressive, they've got to be careful. Aman now plays it through. That's part of the ploy. Counter-attacking opportunity. This is the chance they were waiting for. Was it there? Bifit, who is very quick. Just about snuffed the danger. There's a dink that's a love through. They've just missed another one. Yogit again from Narendra. In the last 10 minutes, I would say South in the better side. They're still trailing by 2-1. Yes, Puya. Taking the sting out of the game here. Progressive Sports Mali's off for now. Sean decides not to play it through because chance it was why Gino, then it would have been a problem. Now it has been why the yellow. They are taking control. Fantastic performance from Karnataka. And that is it. Exactly what we were waiting for. A wonderful move down the right-hand side. A piece of defending, but what a finish from Surendra Prasad. That's a gorgeous finish. Incredible. Semi-final we have here. 2:22 to play in semi-final. It's his 5th goal of the campaign and the most important right now. And here's a chance for South Castle to make it 3-2. You can't get that. Yeah, of course, the champions, the State Futsal Association. They won 7-2 in the final back in the end of May. Here's Aman. Loses possession once again. South Castle could just nick the lead before half time here. It's all about dictating the tempo. Here's Abhishek. Squared it through. Now the chance. Oh, what a wonderful clearance that is. Line block from Gaurav, who's already scored 1 goal, but that is as good as one because he's for his side just before half time. Now on the other, there's a chance. On doesn't take the Abhishek asking for handball. I don't think it is. It's hurt the bargain. But this was that save from Gaurav. Brilliant. And it was Surendra Prasad who just scored a few minutes ago. Almost doing the same. He's already got a bit of strapping on that right knee, Abhishek Ramesh. So that's why he's probably tweaked it once again. We know how important he is to this side. A few others watching on, enjoying the action here at the second semi-final of the AIFF Futsal Club Championship. Nikhil Mali back on the court. I don't know if he'll be able to continue here. They do have Kevin Kaushi on the bench. And Kevin Kaushi will come into play at least the next 36 seconds. Another very good goalkeeper. And that's a brilliant piece of defending from Gino. Another corner. Progressive Sports, South Castle. Because after quite a bit of domination of possession and chances created, they don't want to slip back into a 3-2 deficit. Mali puts it through. That was a chance. That was a big chance for Puya. And of course, they'll try to test Kevin. who's just come on. He plays the ball through. Bit of a pullback. No, says the referee. Narendra thought he was pulled. What a cracking semi-final this has been. All eyes were on the first one, but these two teams have given us a treat of a semi-final here. Last 20 seconds. They don't want to be losing the possession here. A bit of fancy footwork there from Gino. Gets it back. Goes for the dink over the top. Doesn't really work. Possession is lost. Here's Sean, who's had a really good first half. Nikhil gets taken down. And that's only the first foul that they've committed this half. South Castle, you're allowed 5. A bit of a tactical one, stopping Nikhil just in the nick of time. Says 1 second left on the clock. Is that enough? Nikhil chips it over the top. It was more than 1 second. This could move if they have time. South Castle. Possession lost, and that should be that. Yes, it is. That will be half-time. So, Gaurav sheet for Progressive Sports. Abhishek and Surendra are scoring for South Castle United. What a first half it has been in the second semi-final. Not between the two teams, as Langnam watch on in anticipation to see who they face in the final. Ball possession more towards Progressive SA. As we take at the chances, Nikhil Mali opening the scoring. Then Sean setting it up for Gaurav, who smashed it into the top net. We thought it was going to be one-way traffic, but then South United pulling one back. Abhishek Ramesh, the goalkeeper. That was a wonderful finish. Nikhil scored from his own half. In fact, but the whistle wasn't blown. So that didn't count. And then eventually that flicked, probably the finish of the game from Surendra Prasad. And then another line blocked there for to keep it at. So don't go anywhere, because it's 2-2 between Progressive Sports Academy and Castle United. We'll slip into up on the other side. The second half of semi-final number 2 awaits. Welcome back to semi-final of the Futsal Club Championship. Semi-final 2. It's been 2-2 between Progressive Sports Academy and Castle United. Kevin Koshi looks like he will be continuing in place of Amesh, the goalkeeper, who's been superb, scoring, creating chances, saving goals. Player of the first half for me, for sure. Hopefully he doesn't hurt his knee too badly. Those are the lineups as we start the second half. And very quickly for Kevin to get a little warmed up to himself. Nikhil Mali on the left hand side. If there's anybody who can score from that sort of an angle, it's him. And 20 minutes of good gameplay from South Castle will count for nothing if they don't keep up in the second half. The intent is to be there. If you're going to go to Progressive Sports Academy, what a first half that was. It had absolutely everything in it for a futsal game. All goal from halfway from Nikhil Mali, which was chalked off. We had a back. We had a goalkeeper. A few one-on-one situations. We had goal-inces or blocks. We had absolutely everything. That's when you know two high-class teams are going up against each other. Here's Chetan tries to get through. Now a chance counter, but hitting towards it, the Gino. Play by Chetan once again. Scored a couple in the quarterfinal, which they played yesterday versus Sports. And now Kevin gives the ball away. Opportunity here. Kevin Koshi. Ball manages to find its way back in path. A bit of a challenge comes in there. Nikhil was about to move forward, but then stopped in his tracks. And here's an opportunity for South Castle in a good position. It's going to be tough to shoot from here, of course. Maybe a pass is the option. Gino. He's got Kevin towards his side. Gino takes an absolute cracker of a shot, but saved by Ozan Silva. And now on the counter, Kevin Koshi is there, who spent a bit of time playing, still plays 11-a-side football, and also plays like many of these players, but has played in the Calcutta Football League recently. Has Kevin. What a time to come on after the likes of Abhishek Ramesh, who was so good. Has to sit and watch from the bench. Here's Nikhil Mali, keeps going. A couple of challenges come in. I don't think either of them were a foul. Neither does he. But now, a 3-on-2 situation. That chip ball doesn't really work out most of the time. Here's Nikhil once again. There's a runner beyond if they want to play it through there, but Puya gets stopped. He hasn't had the best of games so far. As Puya just hasn't found that space that he usually does. But here's Nikhil Mali. He takes a shot, saved by Kevin at the first post, as he would expect. Of course, different to 11-a-side goalkeeping, but the fundamentals are the same. Cover your first post, stop the ball, await the danger. That's poor defending. And Puya once again had the whole goal gaping in front of him. That should have been 3-2 to Progressive SA. What an opportunity. They just got faked by the run there. Puya did well to find himself in that back post with absolutely no one around him. Yes, Chetan blocked by Surendra. And South Castle now have it. They can move forward. Decent opportunity to shoot. Oh, over there you've got to take a shot. And here's Nikhil Mali. Oh, he's got to be careful of that ankle. Just stepped on the ball and then fell while attempting the counter. Nice ball through here. South Castle United. What a performance has been from them. And here they come again. This time forced backwards. Here's Kevin. Decent ball. Chance to shoot. Ideally, you like to get it through the defender's leg so that the goalkeeper can't see it. And that's exactly what Narendra was attempting. Kevin himself takes a shot, but it's sprayed wide. Remember, no goal kicks here. You can start just like they did there. With the ball in the keeper's hands, it makes it much quicker. Oh, that's a wonderful ball through. Ozan Silva will save it because there wasn't much ball control there from Narendra. Just went away from him. But they're creating chances here. Ball around the corner for Nikhil Mali. You've got to clear the lines there. Will be another kick from the sidelines for Progressive Sports. One of the games of the Futsal Club Championship, this one. Seen many one-sided games. We've seen a 11-2 victories. We've seen 14-1 victories. We've seen 23-0 victories. Here's a chance. Is that going to be a corner? No, it's a restart from the back for the keeper. We've also seen 5-5 draws. That was a great game between Progressive Sports and Goal Hunters, who will remain champions for another couple of days. But then after that, we will have new champions. Oh, there's a chance here. Ozan Silva gets the save in. Another very experienced campaigner, as I've said. He's played for a number of years in the Goa Pro League as well in football. Spent a bit of time at Sporting Club de Goa as well, where he also played futsal and football, both. Here's South Castle though. Header. They've not been marking their runners too well, both the teams. And it does happen when you're playing a big semi-final. It's very tough to keep marking the men. That's a bit of a foul. In fact, it will be just a kick in itself. Remember, the ball has to be placed on the line, not behind it. It's on the line in futsal. It's a few small rules which you keep learning as you go. Here's Nikhil Mali, opens up a bit of space towards the left-hand side. Goes for the shot himself. But the angle was always against him, you would feel. That's why he's inching towards 100 goals in this competition. He scored many of those. And of course has captained the Indian national side in futsal as well. And here's a chance. Possession given away. Where's Ozan Silva? He's come from behind to make the challenge. He was going for an overlapping run. Oh my word, he wasn't even anywhere near the D area. And he will get a yellow card for that challenge as he accepts it. What was that all about? You can't be giving possession away like that. And is it the time for someone like Ozan to be going on overlapping runs when there's 13 minutes? That yellow card, that will have to change. That's not Nikhil Mali, that's Ozan Silva who made the challenge. So there's another free kick opportunity for South Castle. Tries to bang it into the top left. And I always feel from these positions a pass is better. Nikhil Mali will be taking a bit of a breather. I always feel the pass is an option which you'd rather go for. Because it's such a small post, you've already got a 1 or 2 person wall in front of you. And you've got to just hit it through and hope it goes. Played backwards. Here's the chance for South Castle. And that's the lead. A bit of a mistake at the back from Progressive Sports Academy. Won back really nicely there by Jijo, who has been superb. He plays it towards his skipper, Yogit N, who's not going to miss from there. And South Castle United have rocked Progressive Sports Academy. They've come from 2 goals behind to take a 3-2 lead. What an absolute shocker from the defense there. Progressive Sports giving the ball away too easily. And take a look at that. They were 2-0 up in 9 minutes. And now with 13 to play, they're 3-2 down. 4th goal for Yogit. Probably the most important right now. Here's Puya, needs to turn it on. Goes for Probably a shot. But doesn't even get a corner out of it. That's Kevin. Plays the ball through. He's done well. And now it's all about game management from South Castle. They get a thumbs up from their coach. You can vote for your club in the pinned link here on the Indian Football YouTube channel. And as I said, it is all about just, I wouldn't say running the clock down. There's lots of futsal to play in this 13-minute period. But keeping the defense watertight, not attacking with too many players at the same time, banking on a few counters, possession 38%, but the lead. That is what South Castle United have. Abhishek Ramesh must be just itching a bit. Good ball from Kevin, can't be flicked on because he would love to play for the part in this game. But if it's working well, then he might be thinking, maybe I can preserve myself for the final. But that final is a long time away. 12-13 minutes in a futsal game is very far off. And this is where the experience of the progressive sports side will come into play, especially the likes of Nikhil Mali. And Puya as well. Here's Sean, who's done really well himself. Aman Shah thinks it over the top. Lovely ball towards Nikhil Mali. Good save from Kevin. And you can see the celebration. They've taken it quickly. Oh, you've got to keep your eye on the attackers. You can't even be looking at the ball when it's gone behind you because another ball comes into play. That's why it's such a quick game. That's why it's very tough to hold on to these sorts of leads for 10 to 12 minutes. Yes, one more goal would be really important for South Castle. But Progressive haven't been at their best, they know it. South Castle, however, have been fantastic. Here's Aman. Opens up a different kind of an angle with that left foot of his. That's a decent ball towards Sean. But he's always going to be second best going towards it. That's a bit of a foul. And that'll go Progressive Sports' way. Here's Aman again. Dinks it over the top. They're tracking their runners. That's very important. Remember, it is a physical game, but you only have 5 fouls to make in 20 minutes, which is very minimal. So you've got to be physical, but also not be making blatant fouls. Here's Nikhil Mali again. That's a good challenge. We're in Bhavnagar here in Gujarat. The 5th edition of the AIFF Futsal Club Championship. 12 minutes away from discovering a new finalist. That's a nice 1-2. Nikhil Mali! It's not over as long as he is on the pitch. Takes it quickly. Wonderful pass from Sean, who has been superb today. And Nikhil hits it into the top of the net to get his 11th of the campaign. And that'll calm the nerves a little bit for Progressive Sports Academy. If they went a few more minutes without scoring, then they would have been feeling a bit of the pressure. But that's his 11th. It could be another golden boot for Nikhil Mali this season. Oh, that's an absolute beauty. They take the lead back to South Castle United, and it's Kevin Kaushi with the assist. What a brilliant ball. And take a look at that for a header. That's a specialist goal. Nikhil Ayappa snatches the lead back for South Castle United. And the back header into the back of the net, that's one of my personal favorites. Well done, Nikhil. What a ball from Kevin Kaushi. And from one Nikhil to the other. This game He's swinging from one side to the other as well. First Nikhil Mali getting the equalizer, then Nikhil Ayappanunna getting the fourth for South Castle United, but they're not tracking their runners. South Castle, that was the issue. Nikhil Mali tries to take matters into his own hands. Ooh, that's a good save from Kevin once again. Sean almost got past, and it would have been an open net to put it through. Just when South Castle would have thought, okay, time to go back to basics. A wonderful ball from Kevin. Not the best of marking, but a superb header from Nikhil. And that is very tough for a keeper to save, because it just goes past you within the blink of an eye. Another ball played through. Goes for the flick again this time. Nikhil Ayappa playing as a target man right now. Ozin Silva making the save. I don't know if it was going under the crossbar, but yet a good save nonetheless. Progressive have 60% of the ball, but with each time we show this graphic, the possession for South Castle is going higher and higher. Here's Kevin once again, headed away by Puya. He's got to be careful now. Sean holds on. He's got Nikhil with him. Sean goes himself, decides not to shoot, keeps possession. He's very quick on his feet. "10 minutes to play. Halfway through the second half." Tries to play it through, doesn't work out. This is how it's been so far. Nikhil Mali scoring a couple, Gaurav scoring one, Abhishek, Surendra, Yogit and Nikhil Ayappa scoring for South Castle. 10 minutes to go. It's anybody's game though. The advantage might be with South Castle, but it's anybody's game. Here Sean tries to play through the legs towards Nikhil Mali, doesn't get it. Here's Puya. Waits for a few runners beyond, doesn't really have an option. Bides the time. Plays it through towards Nikhil Mali, who turns. Tries to chip it towards one of his teammates, but not able to. Sets it back. Oh, that was almost sneaking into Ozin Silva's bottom right corner from Gino, who's had a wonderful game himself. He's looking slightly tired though. This is where the mind plays tricks on you. Suddenly, if somebody moves past you quickly, you don't have time to recover. It's high octane, these futsal matches, especially a semi-final. There's Nikhil Mali, plays it through. Sean dinks it over the top. That's another goal line clearance. Incredible stuff. I think it was Narendra or Surendra, not too sure. Take a look at that. It's neck and neck in terms of the passing accuracy as well. Here Sean tries to turn. Lots of physicality to stop him. But he's been really nifty with his footwork. Very impressive. Oh, that's a poor pass from Puya, who hasn't been at his best, as I've said before. And it was Surendra Prasad, the number 21, who made that goal line clearance. Three players go for it. Chance to shoot. In fact, it's G. Suresh. He's on. He's the one who made that goal line block. Number 24 with the green boots. He is a defender, and that's what he did best. What a game this has been. What a semi-final. That's a bit of a mistouch. And look at that ball possession now, 44% for South Castle. A bit of an issue here for Puya. Might be slightly winded. 3-4. 8 minutes to play. And speaking of high octane semi-finals, we saw a great one in the afternoon. Here's Nikhil Mali, tries to chest it down, he can't. Between Longnam and Goal Hunters, it was this score 3-4 at halftime. So you can imagine how many goals there were. But then in the second half, Longnam just blew away Goal Hunters, the defending champions. That'll be a foul. And then Longnam winning that 10-4 eventually. And personally, I have a bit of experience as well, playing a semi-final versus Mohammedan Sporting in the IFA Futsal Championship in Kolkata. Oh, that's a wonderful goal. And there's Aman with his left foot. This is what it means to Progressive Sports Academy. But that's a poor defensive wall. Not much that Kevin could have done about that, because the wall just broke apart. And Aman Shah with the shot. And take a look at how much it means to these young lads. Remember, Progressive Sports hail from Gujarat, from Ahmedabad. 3 goals for Aman Shah. Here's a chance again for South Castle United, I beg your pardon. Aman once again tries to play towards Nikhil. Took a little too much time. 7 minutes to play. Oh, that's a bad challenge. It's getting feisty here. All to play for. A spot in the final. A chance at history. A chance at glory awaits one of these sides. And Klangnoam, here's a chance to shoot again, and that's the lead for South Castle United. What a game this is turning out to be. Yogit with the ball backwards, and then the finish from Gino Susai. It's him again. What a time to score. He scored 4 in that game versus Ganganagar City, which was the first game that they played. And look at Nikhil Mali. He is not too happy. .643 to play. It's like a basketball match here in terms of the timeouts, in terms of an attempt to just break the momentum. Total passes 100 for Progressive SA, but they just haven't been able to create as many chances as they would like. Look how important Abhishek Ramesh is, just giving a few inputs to the likes of Kevin Kaushi, who's now playing in his place, to his other teammates. This is such an important game. Reaching the final of the Futsal Club Championship is an achievement in itself. And take a look at the fan prediction now. That's an absolute switcheroo. It was 100% to Progressive SA when we first asked, and now it's 62% to South Castle United. Just shows they've won a few of the fans over as well with the futsal that they are playing. That one goes out, but it's not over yet. Oh, it isn't. Possession given away. Oh, that had gone out. Quite fortunate there for Progressive Sports. Fifth goal for Gino Susai. Yes, Kevin takes a shot himself. Oh, that's a good block from Aman. That was a cracking shot from Kevin Koshi. It's a nice crossfield ball. Ozan Silva takes it, and look at the way they're running across the court to try and open a bit of space up on the counter, but it didn't really work out there. He didn't go first time round. This is risky from South Castle. If you just got to boot it up the field, that's better. Up the court, rather. Here's Aman, plays it wide. Chetan. Back to Aman, who scored a cracking free kick. But every time they've got the equalizer, South Castle United have got the lead back. 6 minutes to play, that's a lot of time. Looking to play it through the Nikhil. Aman goes for a ball himself. Chetan is there as well. Puya is there too. That's a foul from Chetan. He's saying he's diving. I don't think so. And every time the ball goes out of play, you can see on the bench a few of the South Castle boys just looking at the clock behind them. How much more do we have to play? Cleared away by Yogit. Can't take chances there. Can't play it back towards Kevin either. That's the third foul. They've got 3 fouls each. You've got to be careful as well. Goes for the dink over the top. Aman is pretty tall and does well to play towards Nikhil. Yes, Puya. Good ball through. Oh, that's a lovely challenge from Yogit. Realized that he had to slide, otherwise he wouldn't have got there in time. Yes, Puya. Aman goes for the shot himself. Chance to clear again. And that's a poor header back from Aman. They're feeling a bit of the pressure here, especially once it goes to below 5 minutes remaining. And in the final 5 minutes, Progressive SA have scored 3, conceded 1. Right now, they just need 1 to keep themselves in the game, in the hunt for a final spot. South Castle United scored 3, conceded 1 as well. But if they don't concede for 5 minutes, they will go into the final. Kevin dinks it over the top. Nicely taken down there by Suresh. Tries to turn. Does he get a corner? No, he doesn't. Decides to just run all the way back. Here's Ozan. He might move up a bit more, or he might also be subbed out once they keep looking for that equalizer. Remember, you do need a goalkeeper, but many of the outfielders come in and play as a goalkeeper. They have a second jersey with the same number. That's also a specialist role in futsal. Nikhil Mali chips it over the top. That's a bit of a foul. Yogit knew what he was doing there. There's the fan prediction now. 57 to South Castle. Yogit gets a yellow card. And that's a 4th foul for South Castle. This is a decent ploy for Progressive Sports. If they can get them to make 1 more foul, then it's going to be a problem. You got to be careful of Aman here. You can't leave a gap through the wall. That's what they did last time. He took his chance. He went through the wall. You've got to stay straight. You've got to just take it on the midriff. And that's what Kevin will be telling his wall. Stay close to each other. Here's Aman. This time he misses it. Right now the possession, as I said earlier, counts for nothing. And that's given away. Chance now for progressive SA Nikhil Mali. You want to cut inside and take a shot. He does just that, and that's Nikhil Mali. That is why he is the best in the country. Look at the way he just shuffles onto his left foot and with the toe poke close to the goalkeeper and close to the opposing defender's legs as well, because it just goes past and the keeper can't see when he's taken such a quick shot. A Nikhil Mali hat-trick, a 5-5 scoreline, a semi-final for the ages. And now he is alone once again, higher than anybody else in the Futsal Club Championship, with 12 goals to his name in this campaign. And South Castle United, oh, that could have been a foul. He stops play. You can't be stopping play there. What if the referee's not seen the pullback? It was a bit of a pullback. Here's a chance now. Aman, if only he played it towards Nikhil Mali. It could be a 4-minute shootout here. Whoever gets the next goal might just win this semi-final. Or else we go to extra time. You've got to just hold their nerve here. Especially South Castle United. The game is far from over. Momentum is always with the team who scored last. What an absolute cracker this has been here in Bhavnagar, Gujarat. A Friday evening futsal delight. And now we're coming towards the main course. What has been a sumptuous semi-final. I think a few of the other players watching on as well from the other squads. Sulsai's also got a yellow card. Chance to shoot here. It's always going to be tough to beat Ozen Silva from there. Under 4 to play. Here's Ozen Silva. Puya. Trying to pull the threads from behind. Nikhil Mali. You would want one more chance. You would love one more chance in the final 4 minutes. Digs it through. That's a great ball. Oh, what a save from Kevin. Chetan thought that he had him beaten. Now a dink over the top. It's given away to Nikhil Mali. It's a 3-on-3 situation. Nikhil with a couple of step overs. Takes a shot. Oh, he had a pass. He had a pass there, but he hits it wide. Chetan was free for the tap-in. Nikhil didn't realize it. 3.5 to play. Do South Castle try to get a winner, or do they just hold on? That's a lovely pass through. Nice 1-2. Oh, what a chance. They still have possession though. That was a grand opportunity. Was it a foul though from Aman? It was a tap-in. Probably for Surendra, another shot is taken. This time it's wide. And that is what Surendra is asking, that probably it was a tap-in opportunity. The coaches aren't too happy. But was there enough contact for the penalty? I don't think so. You never know. It's moving too quickly anyway. Here's Gaurav. He's come on after a long time. Loses possession though. Counter-attacking opportunity. Gaurav has to be careful not to foul. He doesn't foul. End-to-end stuff. That's why futsal is what it is. Such an attacking brand of the football family. And 3 minutes to go in this semi-final. We still don't know who is going to book their spot in the final. That's a nice 1-2. Shot is not on target. I get the feeling that in the next 3 minutes, there will be one big chance. Who's going to take that big chance? Into the timeout we go. Southcastle have taken it. As we prepare for the final 2 minutes 50 seconds. Let's take a look at the stats as well. Oh, what a game this has been. So here we go. All set for the final 2 minutes 51 seconds. Over the top. Aman says, I am there. Just to break that momentum, it was so important to take that time out at that point, because you could feel like a chance was brewing for any of the sides. Ball played in, that is always going to be a easier ball for the defender to defend than the striker to get on the end of. Kevin with the ball over the top. Aman just about evades him. You've got to be careful not to make a foul here. Southcastle has a chance. Oh, looking for the pass towards Nikhil Mali. Doesn't get it. Here's Aman. Wins the ball back. Does he go for the shot? He does go for the shot. Good save by Kevin. But on the rebound, it's Gaurav. And that could be the spot in the final for Progressive Sports Academy. Aman took the chance. That was the previous opportunity, but Aman took the chance with his left foot. Kevin with the good save, but he couldn't parry it away around the post. Gaurav Kankonkar, who scored in the 9th minute, now comes up with the 6th goal for Progressive Sports Academy. And it might be them to, well, all puns intended, progress into the final. Nice ball on the corner. Here's the chance. Oh, what a goal line stop. Incredible from Puya. Just in the nick of time. He's taken the post with him, but he didn't take the ball with him. Look at this ball. Wonderful move to play it straight through everybody else across the face of goal. It was going in, and Puya, just before it crossed the line, has made an absolute worldie of a goal line clearance. And he's taken the post with him, he's taken the goal line with him, which is of course that blue tape, which will have to be reset as we reset our emotions a little bit for the final 130 seconds actually. Ozan Silva was beaten. There's the statistics, which right now just goes out of the window. It's all about emotions, all about momentum. And there's the fan prediction. It's ebbed and flowed throughout this competition. It has been the game of the tournament so far. Yes, we got a 5-5 draw in the group stage. That was a cracking game as well, but this is a semi-final. This means more. Kudos to the organizing staff here, because they have quickly taped up that goal line, made sure that it's a full goal line once again. Can't be having half of that there. Now it's a corner to South Castle United. Goes for a shot, it's blocked. Nikhil Mali looks to get on the end of that loose ball. Another ball from Kevin over the top. Ozan Silva does well to clear it away. 2 minutes more for Progressive Sports to hold on to this one. What a bout it has been. Up and down. Trading punches. Figuratively, of course. But was that the knockout punch from Gaurav? Who wasn't playing for quite a bit. He scored in the 9th minute. He went off. He came on for a few minutes here and there. But what an important touch from him. And of course, Aman, who scored that fourth to equalize, and then again now took that shot, and it was Gaurav who played it through. Here's another chance. Here's Gaurav again! And that is surely a spot in the final for Progressive Sports Academy. Nikhil Mali with a beautiful ball through. Gaurav let it run through and then just flicked it past Kevin Koshi. This time, it surely is a spot in the final for Progressive. And it's Gaurav Kankonkar who, when it has mattered the most, has got a couple of goals. And that'll be a hat-trick for him in this semi-final. And spare a thought for South Castle United. They've done absolutely everything. They almost got an equalizer a few seconds ago, with, if not for Puya and his goal line clearance. What a game. Absolute belter. Yes, Kevin opens up a bit of space for himself. Surely not. They were looking at him saying that there was a pass, but you never know. Here's Nikhil Mali though, comes on the other side. Oh, and there's a chance for a tap in here for Gaurav. It goes past him. That would have been 3 in around 3 minutes in terms of game time at least. What a game. I've called quite a few Futsal Club Championship games last season, this season as well. This is one of the best we've seen. I've played quite a few as well. Not in the Futsal Club Championship, but in the state championship. This is one of the best we've seen. Last season's final was also a cracker between Goal Hunters and Bhawanipur. And we can't wait for the final on Sunday. Here's another chance for Progressive Sports. And that is it again. It's Gaurav once again. Sean sets it up. Gaurav scores 4. From where to where this game has gone. Easy as you like there for Sean to set it up. And he has been very good as well throughout this semi-final. Sean D'Souza celebrates. Gaurav has scored yet another. And the scoreline doesn't tell the story, does it? There's Joshua Vaz watching on, probably noting a few players. He's also been the coach of the Indian national team. He's also noting what is happening and how Progressive SA are playing, because he is the coach of Thlang Nuam, who they will be facing in the final. Now it's a sure shot equation. It is going to be Thlang Nuam versus Progressive Sports Academy in the final on Sunday. You can catch that on the Indian Football YouTube channel. That's a bit of a push there. Was that a foul? Slight push actually. What a game from South Castle United. 30 seconds more. Can they get one back? It'll be very tough, and I would have to give a lot of... Here's Kevin. Put on the other side of it by Ozan. And I would have to credit a lot of this performance to the whole team. To Gaurav, of course, for those goals towards the end. To Aman for that shot. To Nikhil Mali. But Puya's goal line clearance, I think, was the one that has just changed the game. It would have been an equalizer for South Castle. But it wasn't because of that clearance. And Dishu Singh was also getting ready to come on as a keeper. Sweeper keeper, outfield player. You could see him with his jersey ready, but he wasn't required. Last few seconds to go. Kevin has done well in between the sticks, but eventually the barrage of shots was just too much from Progressive Sports Academy. South Castle United themselves have had so many chances as well. Last few seconds to go. And that is the full-time whistle. And that is the semi-final victory for Progressive Sports Academy. What an absolute whirlwind of a semi-final. Look at what it means to Nikhil Mali. He makes another final in the Futsal Club Championship. But this one could be the toughest of the lot, because he set up a date with a few of his old teammates and his old coach as well. There they are. From Klang Nuam Futsal Club, who will face Progressive SA. But what a semi-final. 8-5 to Progressive SA against South Castle United, who had 1 point, were leading 3-2. They were leading 4-3. They were leading 5-4. But then an equalizer from Nikhil Mali and 3 from Gaurav Kankonkar, along with 1 he scored previously, to give Progressive SA the win in this semi-final for the ages. What a game. And commiserations to South Castle United. You gave us a match and a half. You did everything possible. What a standout performance. But Progressive Sports Academy, here in their home state of Gujarat, have made the final. And they will be taking on Klang Nuam FC from Mizoram in what should be an absolute thriller on Sunday. Everybody is shouting Gaurav's name. Super performance from him. Great stuff from Aman and Nikhil Mali as well. Puya, of course, was in Silva as always. Nikhil with 3, Gaurav with 1, Aman Shah with 1. For South Castle, Abhishek, Surendra, Yogit, Nikhil and Gino getting 1 apiece. And of course, they deserve to celebrate, because reaching the Futsal Club Championship final, that is no mean feat. So we will have a new champion, that's for sure. As you take a look at the highlights, it started off with this goal from guess who? Nikhil Mali, as always. 75 plus goals in the Futsal Club Championship. Another golden boot for the taking for him, if he can get it. That will be his 4th in 5 seasons. Gaurav scored the second, but then it was Abhishek Ramesh, the goalkeeper, who scored 1 himself and got it to 2-1. Nikhil Mali scored from his own half, but that wasn't counted because the one whistle had gone, the other one didn't. Then the flick, an absolute beauty from Surendra Prasad. And look at that, Gaurav Kankonkar with a clearance off the line there, ahead of the line to deny it a 3-2 lead. But eventually there was a 3-2 lead for South Castle United, with Yogit scoring that one. Then Nikhil Mali got one back, Sean, with quite a few assists. That was a lovely touch around the corner to make it 3-3. Then Kevin Kaushi with the ball through for the other Nikhil, Ayappa, who made it 4-3. Then Aman with the free kick, his left foot, to make it 4-4. Absolutely incredible. Then it was Gino who hit it through a few bodies to make it 5-4. And you were just thinking that South Castle were never going to give up. But then Nikhil Mali, the best futsal player in the country for a number of years, showing us why, getting the 5th. Then Aman dinking one through. This was actually not a goal. This was the pass which was missed. Then it was Aman who took the shot from the left-hand side, which really made the difference. In fact, it was after this. First, it was this goal line clearance from Puya. Look at that. Ozen Silva beaten Puya. Oh, that is one for the ages. That is more important than any goal you will see in the Futsal Club Championship. Then Nikhil nicking one around the corner for Gaurav, who got another. That was his hat trick. Gaurav also tapped one in, the most important goal, which was missed actually. And then he got another one later on, another assist for Sean. So that is full time. Progressive SA with an 8-5 victory against South Castle United in an absolute thriller of a futsal match on a Friday night. But we'll do it all again on Sunday evening after a bit of a break tomorrow, because the final between Progressive Sports Academy, who have progressed to the final, and Klang Noam Futsal Club, because both of them will be taking on each other for the trophy of the Futsal Club Championship. So that's the full-time score. Progressive progress with an 8-5 victory over South Castle United. But join us again on Sunday evening for the final of the Futsal Club Championship.